Good afternoon. I am Christine Glein. I am the Soul Intelligence Coach and the Chief Energy Officer at the Game Changing Impact Group. And as always, I am happy to come to you live 3 o'clock on Wednesdays. Although I'm going to give you a little secret, I think I'm going to move this to Mondays. I've had so many people talk to me about wanting more and sooner to set their weeks up right that I think I'm going to move my lives starting in the middle of June. So I will make sure that I put a post up, and that way you'll be able to mark your calendars. So we'll be able to do it on Mondays and set your week up. What I'm coming to you live to talk about today is it's one of my favorite days. It's because usually the first session of every month, or the first live of every month, I actually do a soul intelligence session so you can experience my work firsthand. And what I do is I set up a sacred space and I ask that we shift everything that is no longer serving us out and bring in anything that we need in. And I generally pick a topic for the month. And I allow you to experience this because it's a really powerful shift. I work with about 20 different doctors who send me clients to help them shift energy, because typically when something is not aligned in our frequency in our bodies, we have a dissonance in our frequency, and we actually have to shift that out in order to heal quicker. So energy work as well as mindset are all parts of healing. And our body's pretty amazing. It's meant to heal itself. So I'm excited to be able to share with you today. And I'm going to share with you why I've chosen the topic. We're going to do a prosperity clearing today. And typically, when people think about prosperity, they think about wealth. And while, yes, that is certainly one aspect of prosperity, according to a really good friend of mine and fellow coach and prosperity goddess, Danielle Margraf, she believes that true prosperity is living your best life. And that is something that we're very much aligned in. So the reason why I've chosen wealth and prosperity this week is actually based on what's going on astrologically. So on May 30th, okay, the beginning of the week, on Monday, we had a new moon in Gemini. And what does that mean? Well, it basically signaled the end of eclipse season. Eclipses tends to be really intense energies. And in the month of April and May, we had a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse. And that's a lot of transformation and real heaviness at times and lots of change. So I don't know if you've been experiencing that. But the other interesting thing that also happened at around the same time is our wonderful planet Mercury went into retrograde. What does that mean? Okay, people have heard, oh, Mercury's in retrograde, and they kind of make a joke of it. But actually what it does is it requires you to go over old stuff. So old patterns tend to surface. Like think about rewind, review, rethink. So, and it also slows things down, kind of forces us to slow down. So not only do we have this heavy energy of change, we also had Mercury slowing us down. And that can cause like foggy thinking, a lack of clarity, even lack of confidence about next steps in your life. And so that's a real interesting energy. But the good news is it also messes with communication and electronics. I don't know about you, but a whole bunch of things went haywire in our house. Like we had the AC go out. We had a brand new washer machine broke. We had an electrical outlet outside get zapped by lightning. I'm like, whoa, I messed up communication wise, like screwed up my calendar, double booked appointments. It was just bananas. So I'm really glad that come Friday, that is starting to shift out as Mercury goes direct for a while until the fall. Thank goodness. The other reason why I chose wealth and prosperity in particular for a session this week is because also in Gemini, we, besides the new moon in general, always brings fresh new energy and perspective. And it's kind of nice that it's the first week of June. So that's also new, fresh energy for us. But there is a royal star called Aldebaran, Aldebaran, just in case I'm not saying it properly. Aldebaran, it is a royal star that both the sun and the moon conjunct this week. And what Aldebaran actually carries is the energy of success and honor and rewards, and really gives this new moon that we got this week this lucky glow, right? So I thought it might be nice to actually take advantage of the natural energies that are occurring. And in case you don't know about the star Aldebaran, because I had to read about it, it is known as the Silvergate Portal, and that's supposedly the gate that all souls pass through before they incarnate here on the earth. So even if it's not, that sounds kind of cool. It sounds like something I want to take advantage of. So I'm excited to do a session for you today. I'm going to ask that if you are doing this live with me, or if you're going to watch the replay later, that all you do is you just close your eyes, and sit back, take a few deep breaths, and you're welcome to follow along with me and get set up as I do the session. I promise you don't have to do anything except receive. And I'm going to set the intention that everybody who's watching live or anyone who catches the replay, that this helps to shift things out for anybody collectively who's going to view this at any point. All right. So the next part is the best part. You get to just receive. And then the most fun part is afterwards, you get to see what shifts for you, or what doesn't trigger you anymore, or what kind of synchronicities or opportunities pop up. That's the really fun part. All right, you ready? Okay. Just close your eyes and take a few deep breaths with me. Just on the inhale, just bring in love and light. And on the exhale, release anything that's no longer serving you. Just feel your breath going all the way into the bottom of your belly, and then releasing all the way down through your hips. Really breathe into the center of your being. Tap into that divine spark of white light, that spiritual essence of who you are, truly at your core. Feel that expand beyond your body. And I see that white light forming a column of light going up my spine, through the crown of my head, supporting me, going all the way up into the heavens, connecting me to the divine source of all that is, the cosmos and beyond. Then I see that same column of light coming back down through the crown of my head, going down my spine, through my root, anchoring me here in this physical 3D earth plane. I feel the strength and the container of the divine masculine and structure holding me on my right. And I feel the divine feminine flow of creativity and passion on my left. Then I also make a heart-to-heart connection with the best version of me, what I call my higher self, the I am all that I am presence, just above my head, and I make a heart-to-heart connection with her. Now I'm ready to pray. Individually and collectively, let us connect with the divine of all that is. Mother, Father, God, Goddess, Source. I ask that we connect to our individual soul presence, our higher selves, our true original spark of the divine light within each of us, the I am all that I am presence. I humbly request that all of our spiritual teams of guides and guardian angels, archangels, ascended masters, and all beings of light be present and on hand and allow us to feel their support. I'd also invite the wise ones, the ancient ones, the shamans, star beings, all others in the spiritual realms who guide and protect us to be on hand at this time. I ask that we also be connected to Mother Nature, to Gaia, the nature spirits, the devas, the crystal plant and animal kingdoms, the four directions, and the elements of earth, fire, water, air, and ether. Together we acknowledge that we are powerful spiritual beings expressing in human form. We know we are whole and perfect expressions of the divine, and we now accept healing for our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. And so it is. Amen. The divine and I are one. Please connect to High Self and prepare to guide. Please put a triple light shield of unconditional love and light around Christine Gline. Please put a triple light shield of unconditional love and light around any person who might be viewing this live or later. Okay. Am I connected to my high self? Am I connected to their high selves? My spirit team operating at radiant love or above? Show me how many souls in my body. Do I need to check theirs? Okay, please clear, heal, seal, close, and block with light any and all holes in anyone's auric field. Okay. Okay, today I would like to shift anything that is no longer serving us, anything that's standing in the way of wealth, prosperity, good fortune, blocking our ability to succeed in any way, shape, or form for anyone listening now or later. Amen. And so it is. Okay, going to a lower force energy chart. Please clear all hidden energy out. Please clear any vampiric energy out. Please clear all personal portals. Going to an archetype page or a pattern. Please clear the perfectionist inner archetype. We have any perfectionists out there today? Please clear the block to the mentor inner archetype. So the mentor inner archetype, that's an interesting one. The mentor inner archetype is the urge to be open and receptive to higher guidance from spirit. It's a trusted teacher and guide in many forms. It could be in art or business or spiritual practice. A mentor passes on wisdom and refines the student's character. In shadow, the mentor is more concerned with imposing control than wisdom and doesn't allow the student to move on to the role of master. So ask yourself, have you shown a lifelong pattern of taking individual students under your wing and guiding many aspects of their lives? I know that's one of my favorite things to do and something that I've done a lot in my career. That's something that really fulfills me, being a mentor coach. Please clear out any aggressive competitive energy. Please clear out any controlling energy. Please clear any bully or tyrant energy. Please clear any egotistic energy out of the field. Please clear any manipulative energy out of the field. Yeah, and just so you know, those are toxic masculine qualities. We also have toxic feminine qualities, but we also have good ones. Please clear spiritual matters embryo. Please clear any unwillingness to accept spiritual responsibility. Please clear any unwillingness to let go of old beliefs. Got another pattern to release. Please clear the thief inner archetype. Now this is an interesting one. This has actually come up quite a bit this week. So the thief, you got to look at sort of metaphorically. Okay, it's not necessarily that anybody's a thief out there, but what it means is you evaluate it symbolically. So it could be, stealing emotionally from somebody or intellectually, plagiarism, that kind of thing. But you can also steal affection or somebody's ideas, right? It implies the need to earn self-respect by taking what isn't yours because you lack the ability to provide for yourself. It prods you to learn to generate power from within by alerting you when you're in danger of losing faith in yourself. And that happens for a lot of us. In shadow, the thief doesn't steal out of actual need, but out of perceived need. So look for a pattern of continually expropriating from others, materially, intellectually, or emotionally, right? So think about ways that you might be trying to get your needs fulfilled externally rather than internally. And that's one of the things I actually help clients with all the time, is going within in order to bring out in the outer world what you're really looking for. Okay, please clear the eyes. Somebody doesn't want to see their success. Please clear our brains. Yeah, and this methodology that I'm using is called the Soul Intelligence Method. Please clear liberation of the senses. Please clear blocks to knowing. Please clear any blocks to awakening and enlightenment. And this methodology is something that I use as kind of my secret weapon. in my coaching practice, because it allows me to know exactly what needs to shift and what do we need to coach on so that somebody has transformation and can move forward quicker, or even from a physical standpoint, heal quicker. Please clear any blocks to ethical energy coming in. Please clear blocks to self-love. Please clear blocks to being sensitive. Looks like we got a storm rolling in here in Tampa. Except the light's changing or you're seeing flashes. It's not me. It's the divine helping me clear, sending us a nice storm. Please clear the block to the pilgrim inner archetype. So the pilgrim is really cool. And this has also come up for a number of clients this week. Wow, love it. The synchronicity makes me so happy. So the pilgrim is like the wanderer, the traveler, the apprentice. And for the pilgrim, an outward journey is always an inward journey, which is what I was just talking about. Love how this works. This archetypical wanderer seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the farthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. Others will wander when the pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life. But the pilgrim knows that the heart, what I talk about all the time, belongs in motion. So where there's motion, there's freedom, there's expansion, there's growth, because responsibilities and social conventions and logistics can lull us to sleep, right? And soon the pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day-to-day. But when this archetype awakens and supports you, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door towards a new reality. When the pilgrim is at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. So travel light, travel soon, your spirit needs it. And remember, that's not necessarily an external journey, that could be an internal journey. When this archetype is supporting you, you're in a place where you're learning and growing and adapting and studying. When it's dark, you're non-committal, you're aloof, you could be flaky. And all of us have a deep longing to answer the call and to get unstuck, right? What are the obstacles between you and the door? Even in the stillness of meditation, the pilgrim feels the movement of the heart towards what it loves. So when we're talking about prosperity, we're talking about living your best life. So we all want to be pilgrims. We all need to go within in order to manifest what we want externally. Please clear any leads with or instills fear. Please clear any uncaring energy. Please clear any fakeness. Yeah, nobody needs that in their field. Remember, some of the stuff that I clear too may not be yours. It could just be, energy that's in your field from being around others. Please take any deep breaths where they may be cleared. Please clear all psychic webs, sever all psychic cords, break all psychic hooks, and clear any and all mind channels too from anyone. All right. And if you have any questions or you're interested in learning more about my coaching programs or this practice, please clear blocks to imagining. I promise you it's extremely accurate. It's one of the coolest things that I feel called to share. And I'm looking to teach others how to use this methodology and help more people. Please clear blocks to being fearless. But if you want this kind of work on a regular basis, one of the cool things that I'm doing is I'm starting a group program this summer. And I'm going to be towards the end of the summer, really the fall, I guess, August 2nd. I'm going to be giving this type of work on a regular basis. So if you wanted something once a week and you want to be in a group environment where you're shifting things together, oh yeah, we're going to self-limiting beliefs, baby. Then send me a direct message. I'd be happy to share with you about my group program, and I would love to have you in it. We're going to clear the self-limiting belief, I can't win. Please clear the lifetime. Please clear the program. Please remove from the body, mind, and soul records. And please burn your branch and seed into infinity from the point of origin as if it never was. On all levels of soul consciousness, please know for this lifetime, timeline, dimension, as well as any other striker from the Akashic Records, pull us in the back of our hearts. Include rebuilding mirror images, replications, clearing all the way down the cellular level, erasing it from the cellular memory for all times, always, amen, and so it is. Please clear the self-limiting belief I don't have. Please clear the lifetime. Please clear the program. Please remove from the body, mind, and soul records. Please burn, rebrand, and seed into infinity from the point of origin as if it never was. Conscious bleedings from lifetime, time, and dimensions. Amen. So it is. Please clear the self-limiting belief I'm not enough. Please clear the lifetime. Please clear the program. Please remove from the body, mind, and soul records. Please burn, rebrand, and seed into infinity. Okay, so self-limiting beliefs are just repetitive thoughts that create grooves and patterns for us, especially in our subconscious mind. And it tends to be those patterns that we fall into. So things feeling like, no matter what I do, I can't win, or I'm not enough, or I don't have. Those are all things that come from lack. And that's completely opposite of where you want to be if you're trying to manifest wealth and prosperity. All right, I'm going to do a little bit more here, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Please clear out aggressive and competitive energy. So once we clear things out or we identify what needs to shift, then I'm able to bring good stuff in, right? We have more room to bring in the stuff that we really want and the things, the energies that are going to support us going forward. So that's what I'm going to do next. But I mentioned about my group program. It's called the CEO Accelerator. And just because I think that's kind of fun, I tend to work with a lot of executives, both men and women. So if I get a bunch of men interested, we'll call it Chi instead of she, okay? The CEO, the Energy Accelerator. And I'm going to run the program for 3 months. And the first month, we're going to work on relationships, the relationship to yourself and the relationship to others. Then we're going to talk about health, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health. And then we're going to talk about wealth and prosperity as our last month. And each week, you'll actually be receiving this kind of work in a supportive container. We'll have some journaling, we'll have some meditation, but this group is probably unlike any other you might have experienced, as most of what the work that needs to be done is internal, and you actually get to receive. It's a very nurturing and healing environment, and I'm so excited to be able to bring it to you. And I very much would love to tell you more about it. So if you're interested in finding out more about my group program or working with me one-on-one, please just give me a direct message and I'll be happy to set something up. All right, I'm going to ask that we download all power, love, light, wisdom, and understanding to our bodies and energy bodies for our best and highest good. This is one of my favorite parts. Usually I can tell when people are really tired. It depends how long this goes. I always ask to speed it up. Please download the best of healthy masculine and feminine energies to support everyone. Please download the best of career and work to everyone's bodies and energy bodies for their best and highest good. Yeah, please clear any blocks out to any sales of any kind. Yeah, that's always good for prosperity, isn't it? Please download the best of nutrition, health, and wellness to everyone's body and energy body for their best and highest good. Please download the best of natural healing therapies to everybody's body and energy body for their best and highest good. So sometimes when I'm working with clients, they need some additional support in the physical. And although I'm not a doctor, I can make recommendations and you can consider it. And if it resonates with you, then you can do it. Please apply the best of physical healing to their bodies and energy bodies for their best and highest good. Please clear any and all of their body systems to their body and energy body for their best and highest good. Please download the best of change and freedom to everyone's bodies and energy bodies for their best and highest good. Please download all positive energies, emotions, and thoughts to their bodies and energy bodies for their best and highest good. Okay, is there anything else that needs to move, shift, or clear? Anything at all? Please conclude the session and finalize all details as my higher self agreed is theirs. Okay. Thank you so much to the divine of all that is, source, being. Thank you so much to all of the unseen beings on the other side who are always supporting us, loving us, caring for us, and helping us. Thank you so much for this gift of healing and the ability to fulfill my life purpose. Amen. And so it is. So I hope you enjoyed your little taste of soul intelligence. If you're interested in learning how to work with me, how this helps those I coach move up level and upshift from within, I would be happy to talk to you about it. You can just send me a direct message. And until next week, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Take care, everybody.